So I set it to go live um, at 6:30, so we'll see. Morning, and we are live. So today is the 3rd of February. We're going to provide you with the best setups so you can make money today. So at the end of the session, last session, there was big macroeconomic news which caused a pretty significant downturn. So today what we're looking for is either a bounce up for the continuation down, or if there's going to be a complete reversal. So we don't know. We're going to let the market tell us what's going to happen. As a rule of thumb, what I like to do is allow a few minutes to go by. I don't want to go in too early. See what the market sentiment is. So I have my key levels drawn out already, so I know what I'm looking for. Yeah, based on this wick right here, this wick is saying go long. Now, I don't like to chase. It would have been nice, but I don't like to chase. So, if you win on this play, good for you. So we're going to wait to see where the retracement occurs. And then we're going to see where liquidity builds up. So the first test is going to see, we're going to see if this happens right here. Give our first test to see if we're going to continue with the downward trend. That's what we want to see for upward momentum. So your downward path, your best entries are going to be here. Your next best one, here. Now we're going to see if this is going to play out. So this is all live. This is all live. I would have preferred some better movement outside of this channel before the down to build more liquidity, but I think the selling pressure is probably strong enough just to push this thing down. I'll let it develop, see what the market wants to do. There's mixed signals coming in at this point right here, but we know what the up path is going to look like. It's going to be a bolt up, B-O-L-T up. So if you were to take the trade at the top, your trade should be protected by now. You always buy the puts at the top, or you short at the top. Your trade is protected now. You're in the clear. So you cannot lose on this trade. If you were to take it at the top, your next entry is going to be around here if you decide to take it. This is the riskier trade though, right? This is the riskier trade because it might bounce off of this and head up. That's why your best put is at the top. Always buy the puts or short at the top. Here we go. So again, if you were to take this trade, you're protected. There's no risk here. You are protected. Risk is off the table. So at this point, you're making money at this point. Trade's protected. Now, if you had runners, you could let the runners ride. You shouldn't be getting out until we break this blue. Your first profit target is going to be in the bottom of this. Your next profit target is going to be out of this blue. Or your exit rather should be when you break blue. Okay, again. Exactly where I put the bounce is exactly where this bounce happened, so this is in real time. I drew the line before it happened, way before it happened. So now, because it's breaking out of this blue channel, this looks like more like a bolt up. So your entry for the short should have been up at the top. Your trade's protected. You made your money, you got stopped out. You have to be chasing this trade because the trend is going up. So you're chasing the down, and you kind of got to let the... Now if you're in on the bottom where I drew the bounce, now you got to let it ride. You give this one space to run. So just to clear up, what would have been the ideal situation for the down would have been if the candles would have actually came down here and broke this magenta line right here. That would have been ideal. So let's see, maybe we're gonna have some tapering here. So if this thing wants to head down, we want to look for this right here. That's what we want to see, if this thing's gonna head down. At least in the short term, right? I'm doing the minute chart, so this is very short term plays. Get in, get out, get your money. I'll show you how to let them run and how to get the most out of it. But we identified where the rejection was going to be. So I'm going to clean this chart up just a bit. I'll leave some of that on there. And I think your liquidity zone is going to be pushed out just a little bit further. So we don't know what direction the market's going, but we're just identifying probabilities. So we are in an uptrend. We want to look for long opportunities. So I see a half channel being developed right here. So if we stay above in this top channel, we have strength for the up. Once we start getting down in this channel, that's something else. Now we got to start looking elsewhere. So again, your best puts are going to be at the top. Your best puts are going to be at the top. So for further up, is what we want to see for the up. This is your up scenario. So if you were to take this trade, this call or this long here, your trade's protected. And technically you're still in the uptrend. So once we break out of this magenta, then we're talking about a different story. But you never really want to buy in the middle. You want to buy at the bottom. So we're going to identify where the bottom and where the tops are. Okay, we see weakness coming in. You would have taken this trade where I put the red arrow. Oh, I didn't say. The red arrow means buy your put or go short. But if you're taking this trade, you're safe. You're protected. You're at no risk, right? Because we drew the scenario, what it should look like for the down. I think I'm gonna clean that up just a bit. Now on the break in this magenta, meaning good amount of liquidity built up. If this magenta breaks, that's a good amount of liquidity built up, and you can expect possibly a stronger move. Not the wick we want to break. We want it to close firmly below this magenta. Now at this point, technically we're still in the uptrend. Technically. This could be the point at the tipping point at which we start that downtrend. So if you would have got in on this put where I drew the arrow a long time ago, you're making money. You're happy for the day. This is a pivotal point though, right? We need to know what happens here because all this liquidity built up here. So if we break this, which we did, and now, okay. Now you see what's happening? This is all live, folks. This is all live. There it is. There's the big move there, as expected. So, what actually happened was this right here. That's what happened. Perfect. Easy claps. Very easy. So now, if you're in here, let me draw the channel. We want to stay inside this selling channel. So first thing we're going to look for is break, retest, and reject. If you didn't get in here and ride that, because you got to chase it because you're technically in the uptrend, this is what you want to look for. So break, retest, and reject. And if that happens, that means your next put is here. If you didn't take this first one and you want confirmation, this is your confirmation here. This is called a bolt down. Clean up this chart just a bit. Now we want to see if this downtrend has any strength to it, to know if you should hold on to it or not. Well, this is what we want to see here. We want to see another bolt down. Now there's a half channel. If it stays in the bottom of this channel, that's a strong downtrend happening. If it starts tapering up to the top, then we got to reevaluate, right? It could be either tapering up because it's losing strength to go back up, or it could be tapering up just to get more liquidity to go down. But at this point right now, your trade is protected. Your trade is protected. If you went in on any one of these red arrows, any one of these arrows that I put, you should have a lot of money right now. So if you didn't get in here, you had an opportunity here. If you didn't get in here, you had an opportunity here. All right, now we're gonna see what this this bull cycle. We're gonna see what the bull cycle has to say. So if we're gonna continue this down, here's what we're looking for. And on a bigger time frame, bigger scale. But as expected, if you would have taken any one of those arrows down that I indicated, you're in money right now. Even if you would have taken this green, if you would have taken this call or this long right here, you would have made money. firmly in money right now. Firmly in money. How did I know that? Because you got to know where the liquidity levels are. And if you don't know how to find it and you want to find it on your own, I'm going to be making a Discord where I'm going to teach you this stuff. I'm not just some genius that fell out of the sky and just figured it out. No. It's not that hard. I'm not that genius. It's if I can do it, you can do it. And look, I told you as expected. It's bouncing. It bolted down. Because it's in this strong, look at that. Look at that. What do you want, folks? What more do you want, folks? Look at these call-outs. I gave you 1, 2, 3, 4 opportunities to go short here. Now we're at low a day. We're going to see what happens here. Notice how these lines perfectly bounced off of I already had these lines set up even before. I'm going to teach you how to do that too. How did I know it was going to bounce from up here and down here? This is all live. I'll teach you how to do that so you know where the key levels are. Now we're at an interesting junction right here. So if this thing's going to go up, you need to see something like this for the up. We're going to wait for that to play out. But we had a nice strong move off this break in magenta. Strong move. We called it way up here at the very top. We called it. Even if you were late on that, even if you're a little bit late, look at all that money. That's plenty of money. From 590, was it 594.24 all the way down to 591.60. Come on, folks. The course has already paid for itself right here. I'm providing a course where you can do this yourself. You don't have to rely on me. What I can do is teach you. And sometimes some people, they don't want to go through it. They just want the signals. Fine, that's what I'm here to do. Today, I'm offering to show you that this is real. I'm doing it free. I'm showing you the sauce. I'm giving you the sauce in real time. Today is February 3rd, 2025. And then look where I drew that turnaround, right? When I draw these, come on, folks. These are your best entries. That's what I'm doing when I draw these. These are your best entries. We need to see these things happen if that's going to play out. So now, but you can't get fooled right by that, right? So this is what could happen. This is what could happen. We could just be doing this right here. Which means this level right here is a key level. This is an important level. We need to see what's going to happen over here. I'm going to clean it up. Now keep in mind, I'm drawing this way in advance. You know, I don't know exactly where the lines are going to land, but I'm giving you an idea of what it should look like. Give me a second. Okay. So if you went long here, you got to be chasing this, right? Because you're in a downtrend. So your safe is here to buy the long at the bottom. Your safe is here, but you got to be chasing your profits here. Absolutely have to be chasing your profits. This is easy. But this level right here, this is going to be key. For continuation down, we want to see it reject off of here. Or if it rejects inside here, that means we're just in a strong downtrend. That's all that means. But the fact that it broke outside of this blue is telling me we got probably building liquidity for maybe another bull, a stronger bull cycle. But we're going to let it play out. We don't know. What we do know is, I mean, if you would have taken any one of these signals, anyone, even this one right here, if you would have taken this signal right here, you're safe. You're safe and you made profit, as a matter of fact. Any one of these signals, if you would have taken it, even if you were late, well, except for this one right here, you're safe. But your best bet is to buy the calls or your long on the bottom. And so what I'm going to provide for everyone who decides to take the journey with me, I can show you from A to B, A to Z, how you're going to get from drawing your lines, drawing your trend lines, how you're going to identify the proper structure, right? And I'm going to show you what to look out for, because sometimes there's fake outs. There's keys I'm not going to give away here because it took me a long time to figure these certain things out. Oh, look at that. Look at that. If you would have taken this short, this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful short. So because, look, we broke this inverse head and shoulders didn't play out, you know what the direction is. At least the short term, at least right there. But now, let's see what's gonna happen. These candles they're engulfing, so they're big swings because a lot of volatility in the market today. Big swings. So if you took this trade at 940 when I called it, you don't need to get out until, your safest bet is once it breaks this blue channel. That's what I recommend. You can get out whenever you want, whenever you feel comfortable, but once this blue channel is broken, that's when you got to get out. Now I see a strong rejection wick right here, right? Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen. All we do know is we're in a downtrend. So you should be looking for shorts. You're in a downtrend, you're looking to go short. You're not looking to go long. I mean, if you would have taken this trade 594, you're at 591. This is that's like a lot of people's dream right there, is to catch these moves. And again, I gave you 1, 2, 3, 4 opportunities to get in on this. I even drew the bolt down if it was going to continue down. If you remember, I have a good memory, so I know this stuff. I drew this, right? Look what happened. This rejection wick told you what was going to happen. And I told you if it was going to go up, what it needed to look like. I told you it needed to look like this. So unless it looks like that, you don't have to go long. If it goes this, that's your another entry for your short, the rejection of this blue. This is easy stuff, folks. I'm trying to teach you how to... I'm not going to give away all the sauce here, because that would make me invalid. And I want to provide some value to, to people that are interested in trading, or they want to get involved and they don't know how, or it's risky and it's a gamble. I can show you how it's not really a gamble, right? If you know it's about identifying your risk. Once you know where the risk levels are and what things need to look like, it's easy. It's easy after that. Because of course there's going to be times when you take a loss. That's just natural. That's normal. That's how the market works. But sometimes with my strategy, those small losses you take give you the direction, and then you can make proper decisions, which I'll teach you in the course on how to capitalize even when you lose. Even when you lose, how you capitalize. Even when you're wrong. That's what I mean. When you're wrong, you can still make money. And as I said, as long as we're trading within this blue channel here, this is a strong downtrend. I've identified a half channel there. This downtrend's so damn strong, I gotta extend it. Look at these setups I gave you. 1, 2, 3, 4. I won't even count this one. This one doesn't count because that was the morning one. I'll just give you an idea, an example of what the callouts look like. Yeah, we're still in this selling channel. Very strong channel. There's no reason to get out of this trade. This was a pretty good trading day for my debut, but I want to show you the value that I provide. That you're not throwing away your money. This is done in real time. I am live right now. And I gave the signals. Now, ideally, what I like to do is teach people how to find it for themselves, right? Because what happens if you need to make money and I'm sick that day and I can't trade, then, I want to teach you how to fish. And I've taken a lot of time. I've spent a lot of money. I've taken a fair amount of loss just to figure this stuff out. And this is how I'm providing value back to the community. Because I'm going to make it easy for you. I'm going to break it down simply. You don't have to. I'm telling you, I can show you how to do it. This is easy. I gave 4 call outs here. There's no reason to go long here. You're not in an uptrend, you're in a downtrend, you're looking for short positions. You're still trading in this bottom channel, this half channel. I'm going to show you how to identify half channels. And why is a half channel and a full channel, those are important. People, it's not just drawing lines in the direction. No. It's not like, if it was like that, everyone would be rich. Everyone would be doing it. There's more to it. But it's not complicated. This is easy stuff. I can teach you. Look how much money I've made. It's easy. You can do it. There's no difference between me and you. So I would like to show off my stock market skill, but I can't because look at these trades. Look at these callouts I did. Look at these callouts. They're not giving me an opportunity because it's still going in the direction that I called. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna see if this was a pretty firm and fair bear cycle. We see a little bit pullback, little retracement, right? This is what we want to see. If this thing's gonna head up, well, we want to see this. That'll be the ideal setup for the up. But for the down, there's always two directions you got to take into account. If you're still in this trade, you're a rich you made money today. So if it rejects off of this, that's a sign to get out, or that's a sign to stay in. If it starts rejecting off of this blue, if it breaks out of the blue, maybe you should start thinking about taking profits at this point. I recommend take profit on the break of blue. So if it is going to be a normal progression up, I expect to see levels hit along the way. But honestly, it looks like just a bolt down. Just looks like a bolt down to me. But we don't know. It's going off probabilities. Your best bet, if you want to get on the action, is to buy the put here, right on the top of this blue. If you want to get on the action, this is your best bet. This is your least amount of risk, because you're looking for a bolt, right? You're looking for a bolt because that tells you that there's continuation. Again, you're still in this trade until you break out of this blue. That is your indicator to get out or to take your profit, because there might be a change in the direction. But we had some strong economic news recently, so I think the market's just playing out based on that news. And the macroeconomics do come into play, right? Obviously the macroeconomics come into play, so I will be fully abreast of and aware of all those news days, and because I've been studying this stuff for a while, so I have an idea of what's important and how the market reacts on certain days and what gives the reaction and things like this. So but if you're not entertained by now, then you got to take the plunge, folks. If this doesn't, show you something, you're never gonna do it, right? And that's fine. It's not for everybody. Making a lot of money is not for everyone. And a lot of people ask, how much would it cost in order to do X, Y, and Z? And if I'm honest, to make a trade itself, just to make the trade, depending on the day, and I hate being so vague, but this is just honesty, you're looking anywhere, depending on how much you want to risk, right? You can risk $30, you can risk $50, you could risk $120. But I say for a fair return, to where it's keeping up with the price and the moves that we're calling and what we expect, I think a fair return price would be, you can get involved on one contract anywhere from $70 to $120. And if the whole contract idea or concept is new to you, it's just the cost to do business. That's the price it is to do business, right? And again, if you're new to it and you want to understand and learn, I can break it down so it's extremely simple, because this stuff is not difficult. So back to the action. This blue line, this is key. This is an important level right here. This is going to tell us what's going to happen. But we seem to be firmly in this blue down. Okay, again, I gave another signal for the down, for the put. Look where I did it. I gave another signal here. Your trade is protected now. Your trade is protected. There's no worries. Your trade is protected. Now you're riding out profit. You got in kind of late, I will say, but you could take a little bit of profit even if you got on the bottom of this candle. You can take something. You can take something from this. On day one, your class is paid for. On day one, your education is paid for. On day one, your callouts are paid for. Day one, right? Let's see, when did this come into play? Was it literally? 9:33. 3 minutes into the market opening, you've already made crazy money. If you wanted some safety, 10 minutes. 10 minutes into the market open. And you didn't have to think. I'm doing all the thinking for you. I'm doing this live stream so you can understand that you're not throwing away your money. I'm giving you the signals. I'm showing you when to make money. And at first I was conflicted. Like, I don't want to be responsible for like people going in on plays and messing up. But I was like, you know what? I'm pretty confident in the skill that I've developed. I'm pretty confident. I'm actually very confident because before this morning, I wasn't thinking about giving callouts like this and using the arrows to give signals on when to go where. I wasn't comfortable with that, but here we are, right? And I think a lot of people find value in that. They want to make the investment. Okay, I'll get into your Discord. You give me the callouts, and I'll make the plays. Cool, that's fine too, because I'm like that with a lot of things too. For example, I could figure out how to fix my own car where I'm like, you know what? No, I'll go to the mechanic, I'll give you the money and you do the work for me. That's cool too. I get it. But you have to understand, I've put in a lot of time and a lot of effort into making these plays, to making these calls. Look at this. Look. This is day one. This is live. This is not... Obviously, I can't pre-record it. Yeah. I mean, look at the plays. Are you not entertained? Even on this late entry, when I drew this one here, even on this late entry, you're making money on this late entry. How was I so confident to know, you know what? Go here. How was I so confident? Because I knew it was a bolt. I knew it was going to be a bolt down, and I can teach you this stuff. The calls are so good, I don't even have time to do any more charting. I've already charted for the whole damn day. I've made you money. I've done my job. I can get rid of this. I know that's not going to play out. I know exactly what's going to happen. This is easy. And didn't I tell you way over here that as long as we're trading in this bottom half channel, you're good. Once you start trading in this top half channel, think again. I'm giving the sauce for free today, folks. This is an everyday thing. This is an everyday thing. This is how you're going to make money. This is how you're going to get rich. It doesn't matter if the stock market goes up or if it goes down. We make money in any direction. We don't care. We don't care. Look at this move. People dream of this move. People dream of this move. 4 points. Come on, folks. I mean, send me an email. livespytrading@gmail.com. I'm going to start up this Discord. We need to get a community going. This is live. You're at 400% profit. 300 or 400% profit. I don't know what more can he ask for. Unfortunately, I have another place I have to be shortly, but hopefully this was a good introduction. Now you know how the system will work. Spread this message far and wide. This was done February 3rd. This is live. This is live. There is no, I don't know how to make it any more clear that I'm doing this live. There's no gimmicks here. There's no tricks. The only thing that I've done was took time and effort to understand. I know what to look for. I can teach you what to look for. This isn't rocket surgery, folks. I'm telling you. Now, if there's going to be any reversal, I'll leave you with some nuggets here. If there's going to be reversal, I wouldn't be trying to call a reversal in this. I mean, I really wouldn't. But look at this trade. Look at this trade. Look at this trade. Look at all the signals. Look at all the signals you got. This is live. This is live. What more do you want? Okay. Let's say worst case scenario, this thing were to turn around. I'm going to leave you guys with a last minute nugget. I can't. I need price action to tell me where the turnaround, if there is going to be a turnaround, which I don't know. I don't think there is going to be a significant turnaround. I think there may be a longer term bolt down, right? So we want to look for this, and then this, and then this, and then this. We want to look for continuation, right? Remember we learned that earlier? That's what you want to look for. And if you got in this trade at 940, you're welcome. You are very welcome. I even gave you the late entry over here at 1010. Well, this is West Coast, so whatever time it is for you. I gave you the late entry here. Okay, now we got something brewing here. Okay, you should be out of the trade. It broke blue. You should be out. Hopefully you didn't get greedy and you took some of that money. Let's see what's going to happen here. It just stopped everybody out. And that's how wild the market could be. That is wild. Here we go. But you made money. If you follow these signals, you made money for sure. There's no way you didn't. And if you didn't, it's okay. We got time. We got time. We do this every day. We want to see this build in levels. Right? We want levels to this. I'd like to see some retracement back down to here. I'd like to see some retracement back down to here. I'd like to see some retracement back down to here. Okay? I got a few more minutes. I'm interested to see how this plays out. So you should have your stop loss set. you've taken significant profit. Also, once you see a candle like this, that's called an engulfing candle. This is a momentum candle. This means you got some strength going the other way. So you would have been safe to get in on a call or a long here, because that candle says a lot. Look at this. You just wiped out all these people in one candle. Okay, that's gonna be the stream for today. I might be back on later for the afternoon session to clear up. Look at this wick. This wick is telling you something, so I might be back on later. Because today, I might be. I don't know yet. If I do, giving away more sauce. Today's the freebie. And you'll see that if you invest in yourself, investing in yourself, meaning taking the course, or make the investment, say, hey, look, buddy, you make the call outs for me, I'll follow your move. That's fine too. Look at this reversal. Oh, something must have happened in the news. Okay, but everyone, I want you to enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you made money today. If not, we got time. We got time, folks. This is high a day. Expect, if there's continuation past this, then some news came out, which is boosting it. Okay. Have a blessed and wonderful day.